In the realm of souls, did our Shaykh choose us or did we choose our Shaykh?
Allah wrote everything, you chose nothing. Whatever Allah has written, said these are the shaykhs, this is your guide, inshaAllah you find him. So depending upon what has been written, some will find in the grave, some may find in akhirah. Those whom are guided, when Allah is describing guidance is only from Allah, and whom are guided are truly guided. Because people don't understand what guidance is until they start hearing the Tariqah teachings. When you hear the Tariqah teachings, one amazing aspect of that is this finding a shaykh, finding your guide. That what are the chances that you came across the person whom Allah has written for you. And if you're a person of contemplation, this is all at the beginning we talked about muraqabah. None will know it but the men of contemplation. If they contemplate and they're attuned with their heart, and then they're searching for teachings, all of a sudden their heart goes and they go back to that video and they say, "So what this guy's teaching, I'm understanding." In 35 years we were doing this, it's not yesterday. And then other people come and say, "I don't know what this guy," they make all sorts of horrible nasty comments because it's not for you, it's not even written for you, go away. So this is all an energy and like a magnet. There's no need for us to convince people. Even new people come out, new shaykhs who try to come out, try to convince the world they're great, convince the world they're related to this person, to that person. You can't force people to lock on to your magnet, and you can't convince them through their brain that, you know how important my magnet is, I'm descendant of this, I'm uncle of this, I'm brother of this. That doesn't make your magnet strong. It's your practices and your connection and your zeal to complete whatever himmah was written for you. It's written for you to do this, do it and don't care about anything else. And as you're broadcasting that signal, the people who come across your station, if you're marketing and doing your advertising and putting out your videos on social media, if that's your inspiration to do that, then people will listen to the teaching. If they feel that vibration, the two vibrations lock. If the polarity is not there, all the talking in the world of convincing, "You know who I am," is not going to help anybody. That doesn't reverse the polarity of the magnet, but this is called magnetism. So you should be busy only just doing the teaching and giving the reality that comes to your heart that's important, that's it. Everything else is a waste of time. And the people whom come across and they feel the vibrations, fortunate for them that they were sensitive enough to feel the vibration. Nabi Musa passed and he missed Sayyidina Khidr. And he had to slow down, go back and be reminded by Yeshua that it was ajeeb. We were there, I forgot to tell you, the fish came alive. And we give those talks in Surat al-Kahf months because of that reality. If you slow down, meditate, contemplate, and all of a sudden on TikTok you're listening and say, "I understand what this guy's talking about, I don't even know who he is and why he looks like that." Say, that's a part of the game. If God wanted it easy, I would have looked like who your uncle is. But a part of the game is I look like somebody you've never seen before in most cases. Why? Because you're supposed to pass your eyes and pass your ears. Don't judge a book by its cover. What does that mean? Is that sometimes the cover won't be something you were expecting. So, "Oh, I want the amama like this," or "I don't want anything, I want him to look like he's wearing a cowboy hat, I want him to look like he's country western guy." Doesn't matter, all of that is the test. Because what your eyes, not important, what your ears is what's important. What are you hearing and is it resonating with your heart? The rest is your battle to overcome. Overcome the not being familiar with the image or the look or whatever it is that is agitating. That's a part of the God works in mysterious ways, inshaAllah. That's the whole adventure of seeking. And this was our life. When we came to Tariqah, it was nothing. We had no background and beards and turbans and this look. We had never seen any of that in our lifestyle in Los Angeles and in Beverly Hills. I never seen these men. I never seen a guy with a beard, more or less like that. And I went to the masjid. I had some experiences, whatever those may be. I went to the masjid and I said, these guys are crazy, man. What's this stuff? This guy is talking in jeans and talking political, and this guy's and then they beat up the homeless people at the end of the Jummah, shoo them away. So there's nothing from the spirituality that I'm experiencing until asking, and one day they opened up for me to meet Sufis. And I went to a living room of Naqshbandis. I was so astonished. I sat down and said, do you guys really look like this? And they're like, what you're talking about? I said, where do you get these beards? I never even seen people with beards all day long. When I go out work, I don't see anybody with a beard. And where's these turbans and these clothes? And you guys sit down like the companions, like I'm reading from the seerah of Prophet ﷺ. I say, yeah. They come from like in the woods and all of a sudden they gather for zikr. And then we go back. I never saw that before. So of course it's ajib. But you have to have a love in your heart that you overcome what your eyes are not familiar with. I've never seen anything like that. I don't want to look like that. Yeah, haq. And only love can overcome those types of things. So that's when you fine tune your heart. And if you're approaching from love, then alhamdulillah your heart will guide you. If you're approaching through your ego, through something you want popular, to be with popular people, to be like this or to be like that, then that's something different.
Dress me in your secret, let my heart ignite. Rasulullah, I'm here, lead me to the heights. Ya Rasul Kareem, I'll move for you. Keep my whole life in this love for you. All my breaths, all my steps, every heartbeat just connects to you. Yeah, Mawlana said, keep your heart real pure. Polish up the mirror so the light stays sure. Dunya's just a test, keep the gaze up high. Through the way of the shakes, watch the soul touch sky. It's the dress of reality, secret of the soul.